So hello everybody and welcome to Technical Tuesdays Volume 9. Okay, so where to start? Well, very good episode last week. We had 3 trades that hit targets bang on, which we're going to go over in a moment. Did 2 trades last week and that was sufficient for the team. And then we went over to Holland on Thursday. We had 2 meetings in Holland. One for our other business at our university, and the other one was with an international client who, it was a spontaneous one actually. He actually seen that we were over there and he was in Europe himself. He's actually from Malaysia and he flew over for the day, so we had some good time with him, analysing some of his work. Had a few drinks and some food, and it was really great. And the rest of the time we was pretty laid back. We got to balance out all of the work with the fun. So we got back yesterday, and we did one trade today, Euro USD, and that came in very nicely. Got 50 pips off the Euro today. I'm out of that trade now. I do still expect it to fall a little bit lower. As you can see, we're now trading at 1.3374. We broke the 1.35 handle last week and we just continued. As you can see just here on this 200 moving average, we did in fact close a doji, but again bore more weakness. There's no sign of recovery on this euro just yet. As you can see, the cloud is now coming to a close, so we can see we'll see what will happen here. We've got some dynamic support level at 1.3300, then 1.3290/80 around this level here, what I've highlighted. So I do think we can come down another 74 pips, 75 pips to 1.33 before we have any chance of actually reversing. As you can see, with some major key level of support here. So that's a weekly. Let's go down to, oh shit, sorry about that. As you can see, I don't know why I've got 2 candles on this one at the moment. Something wrong with the software at the moment. Some technical difficulties. Okay, so as you can see, we do have a little bit of room. This is just, if we can just ignore this one candle here, we're going chart crazy at the moment. As you can see, these 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. It is a bit of an evening star formation. Some support resistance here. A bit of an even star formation. I do think we can continue to the downside, another 75 pips. So guys, at 1.3300 is where it's at. I will not be looking to buy this. There's no sign of buy. There's nothing, and that's signaling buy to me just yet. We've still got major room to the downside, and again, bigger picture rules all. If there's a gap to the downside to a major key level, you're best off waiting until you hit that level. Be patient, because bigger picture rules all. And again, it's just about patience really. You just have to wait until it hits the level and see what price action tells you, see what the market is telling you, through the candles, and then you can chuck on other tools and strategies and so on. And we also have, I forgot about this, significant high. I had this Fibonacci on, I think it was last week I went through this, ABC retracement on here, and we had the bearish Harami formation off the 38.2, and it was also capped by the 200 moving average. So as you can see, I did say we were going to hit this level, 1.3366, which is D1, and D2 is down here at 1.3, say 1.3200. So euro scenarios: 1, 1.3300, watch price action around these levels in the 4-hour and the daily. 2, if we break that level, I think we'll definitely come to 1.3200. Again, they're the main levels for euro. So I am thinking downside to this 1.33. I would like to see some bullish. At the moment, as you can see, the euro is it's just weak. It's so weak at the moment, and we can also chuck on a channel. Let's chuck on a channel. Parallel. There we go. Again, as you can see, we have a little bit of confluence here with this lower channel boundary and so on. So more confluence is the better. But euro still more room to the downside on that pair. We've also got some news coming out from the ECB on Thursday. I can't remember the time. My internet's going to take a little bit. I can't remember the time, but just check that out. Some news around interest rates. So again, we could come a bit lower, and the news could trigger some kind of reversal. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, downside on euro definitely. Right, GBP USD, we are at critical levels on the GBP USD. As you can see, monthly major, biggest resistance in history here. Okay, so 1.7350. I was saying it was all my previous videos a few weeks back was actually centered around GBP USD going higher to 1.7320. Again, we did pull back a little bit, but as you can see here, if I can just zoom in, we are on a 200 moving average and our other moving average. Right here, we could just see another explosion right up there to hit our target 1.7300. But if we can go down to the weekly, we can get a little bit more clarity. Okay, so pure price action suggests. 1 second. There we go. That's the last high low. We do in fact need to take out this level, this last high low right here, for this trend to be invalidated. In the meanwhile, if we can hold this here, this can actually be classed as a new higher low. And as you guys know, higher lows and higher highs signals uptrend. So that's the first thing we need to look at. Like, what is the market telling us? Is it sideways 70% of the time, or are we in trend? Which is again 30% of the time, and higher highs and higher lows, just the rawest form. No indicator can really tell you this. It's right in your face when you know. When you know what you're looking for, your analysis shouldn't actually take that long, because you can't just stare at the same candle for hours on end. You do have to just know what you're looking for, know what the market's telling you, what the market is communicating through the candles and through the price action and so on, in order for you to make your next trading decision. So let me just get this big oval thing out of the way, erase. Yeah, so we did fall off. We did have a little bit of consolidation around here, and we had so many down days. We had the evening star 1, 2, 3. Then we had 1, 2. We had quite a few down days. Moving average crossover on the Kijun. And then boom, here this has got characteristics of a tweezer bottom and a bullish engulfing. The bullish engulfing is this one. It has closed around 75-80% of the previous. So I do think GBP USD, if it can hold this high, okay, so if it can hold this high, I do think we will blow out the roof. Literally, all we need to do is break this trend line, breakout, retest, continuation to the north. We could even maybe put a Fibonacci on here again. It's all about trying things, right? So, A, B, C. This could potentially be a C. It could potentially be a C if we can get momentum. If we do come all the way back up here and breakout, retest, and continuation of this counter trend line. Again, a DD extension could. We do have confluence. It's all about confluence. There's our confluence with our monthly resistance, remember, 1.7350. And then again, in between our D1 and D2 extensions, we do have confluence here with D1. So 1.7320. That's what I've been talking about for the last few videos. So, okay, so GBP USD upside. I do reckon it could do another 400 pips to the upside if we break out and break through that counter trend line. If we just go to the 4 hour, again, we've got some great work from our students. I'm going to show you a few of the emails I've received today of some of the guys. So moving average crossover to the north, breakout, retest, continuation. Again, sometimes you might have to just modify your lines. Breakout, retest, continuation to the north. Once we're above this zone, it's all buy zone 1.7320. Okay, next one. Aussie. Posted a sell on this today for a few reasons, which I'm going to go over right now. Okay, so weekly, again, mess. It's just been a mess. Mess. Spikes at a high, spikes at a high. We're still holding. The yearly resistance is in fact still holding. Okay, so let me just break this down. Okay, so we have 2014 resistance, false breakout, whip back down, boom, whip back down. So this could be, you could in fact say this is a triple top formation. Okay, next level of support for this pair is right here, just here. Okay, so we are in mid-range, kind of no man's land right now. As you can see, cloud has got really thin and flat. This could indeed cross over to the downside. Okay, 0.9303, downside targets 0.9200. That's all I can say. 0.9200. So let me just go to. Okay, so let's zoom in, get a little bit more clarity. 0.9200. This is giving us a setup just like this euro. Check this out. Wait there. One day I'll find it. There we go. It's a daily setup on it. As you can see, we've broken down off resistance, pulled back, hit a C retracement, and come down to D. Well, if we just look at that and this, we've pulled back off key resistance. It's a significant high, so we can potentially use a fib. Okay, so we've got A. Could this be B? Okay, so C retracement. We just came shy of the 38.2 cloud. We're still under the 200 moving average, as was the daily. See, under the 200 moving average. Cloud still pointing down. So yeah, okay, so the setup today was something like this. We had the breakout of the counter trend line. It's like a mini triangle as well, a mini wedge. So broken out of that, A, B, C, D. The D, we got a 0.9221 confluence. Again, third chart I've just gone over where we have a support or resistance line. In this case, it's a support line just in between D1 and D2. So again, if this does continue to the downside, watch 0.9200. No bias for me on this yet. I'm just going to wait until it comes down to this level. I'm probably going to short it later in the Asian session. I'm going to see what macroeconomic data as well is out this week. As I say, I've only just finished unpacking and stuff because we got back yesterday pretty late. We had a few things to do today in the office and so on. We're also, guys, let me just drop this in now. 7th of September on Broad Street, Birmingham, we do have our first 50 to 100 person event where we're just going to introduce go through the company Astrofx, what we do, how we trade. We're going to introduce our other company as well, a few other little things there, and we're just going to bring the students along, see how everybody's getting along. You can just contact me or Nat, or just contact us through our work email, contact@astrofxc.com, for further details on the event. So again, it's all free. Just come along for the day. We're still looking at what time and stuff. We've still got a good month, and we're still organising it all. But for more information, just drop us an email, and hopefully you guys can get involved. Okay, so back to the Australian dollar. This looks weak as hell to me. I think this is just going to melt. I think you got a 100 pip run here down to 9,200. So yeah, that's my view on the Aussie. Euro yen. Again, I'm just going to say this how I see it. Weekly, we're in the cloud. Coming to again, Keegan's at equilibrium. We are going sideways. Coming to a nice. We're thinning out now on the weekly. Again, daily. Same scenario. I don't know. We've got double candles on here as well. Mentioned last week that I've been waiting for the 136.20 level to be hit. We did come 15-20 pips shy of that. I do think we can come right back down because, as you can see here, so dodgy candles here, but as you can see, this resistance has held. Breakout, retest. This could be a continuation. Targets for this, if we do take out that low, if we do take out the daily, this daily here, I do think we can possibly come down to the 134s, which is another 300 pips. But I'm not too I'm not putting too much energy into this pair at the moment. I do think we do have a little bit of downside remaining on this pair. Come on, charts. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we are at resistance now. It's a tricky one. Oh my god, what's going on? My charts are going crazy. I'm just going to leave this pair. I don't think the charts are ready for it. Euro yen is not ready. But anyway, breakout again. I think we'll stop now. Okay, so back support all the way back down here. I think we've got another 60 pips to the downside. We could start ranging. We could be in a range bound market on this pair for a while. Okay, so last one, Euro AUD weekly. Again, this one's crazy. We are at some major key levels just here. Significant point here historically, massive bearish engulfing on the weekly. So yeah, as you can see, we are putting in support levels. Okay, so this is what was interesting. I took a brief look at this earlier. We were just melt. Slowly, lower highs. I do have a little bit of bullish divergence on the oscillator right now. So what I'll be looking for in here to go long, crossover of the cloud. Okay, potential breakout, retest, continuation of that trend line to actually go long. Stops would have to go below 1.42. Okay, so 4 hour. See if this is giving me any more clues. Nah, nothing much. Again, this is just like the pound Aussie. Look at this mess. This is just a mess. I do think this is going to blow out the roof, though. I do, in fact, think that we are going higher on this pair. But the pound Aussie and euro Aussie, nothing much exciting going on, but I am bullish on both of them too. Okay, so just to recap, Euro USD, we nailed that last week, and we also nailed pound last week. Been nailing Aussie from back in the day. Yeah, downside GBP USD, upside downside on euro. So I hope that helps, guys. Quickly, let me just see if I can pull up a few charts from some of the students.